What's up, everybody, and welcome to Flying with Doug. Beyond excited, guys. Excited tonight. Great second half by the Dayton Flyers. Outscored Northwestern 47-34 in the second half. Awesome stuff. I cannot wait to get in here and break it down with all of you. First things first, guys. I'm going to start off with an apology. This person deserves this apology. This person has gone through a lot, and I think a lot of my reservations was because of some of the things that this person's gone through, and not being sure if you could ever get back to being the player you once were. So my first apology is going to go to Malachi Smith, who was absolutely incredible tonight. Absolutely incredible, top to bottom. In that second half, he 100% helped will this team to a comeback victory against Northwestern. I mean, and it was a great floor game by him. He was able to knock down shots. It was, let's say, Malachi Smith version 2.0. So first things first, Mally, I am sorry that I doubted you. You completely made a believer of me. I got chills watching you play that second half, man. So tonight, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Obviously, that can improve. 14 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal. It was a great game from him. 4 turnovers, yeah, sure. His energy, his tipping passes, his making it difficult for players to get for the Northwestern guards to get the ball into their sets. The play in the second half where he made Martinelli, almost fall over playing defense on him. It was impressive stuff. Great second half from Malachi Smith. Quick shout out, Malachi is back. Tyler Myers, hell yeah, Mally's World. I mean, I'm feeling it, guys. That he is 100% first 2 games. I apologize, Malachi Smith. Great stuff. Let's talk about the MVP of the game tonight. It could have gone to Malachi Smith. It could have gone to Nate Santos. It's going to Enoch Cheeks. Enoch Cheeks has arrived. Chris King said it 5 days ago on Twitter. Enoch Cheeks has all of the makings to be the guy. Well, you know what it is? He was the guy tonight. He was awesome. 7 of 10 from the field. 2 of 5 from the three-point line. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals. You don't come back in that game against Northwestern if Enoch Cheeks is not busting his ass on the defensive end, tipping passes, making plays for other people. 16 points from Enoch Cheeks to tie with Santos for the scoring lead tonight. I can't say enough good stuff about Enoch Cheeks. Last year, it felt like he had to take a backseat. Deron Holmes, obviously. This team has a guy in Enoch Cheeks who is a difference maker on both ends of the floor. In the second half, he was able to make life hard on anybody he guarded. Yeah, Martinelli, we're going to talk about him shortly, but there was possessions where Enoch Cheeks making his life very difficult to get to the basket, very difficult to get an open shot. Enoch Cheeks, MVP of tonight's game, incredible performance from him. 6 steals, guys. That's not even counting tip passes. That's not counting possessions where he made a player dribbled the ball off his knee to another Northwestern guard that he doesn't really equal a turnover. But incredible stuff from Enoch Cheeks tonight to go along with his 1 block. Huge effort from Enoch Cheeks. Enoch Cheeks is God and Mally is the Holy Spirit. I'm with you there. Whatever we want to do, if we want to pray, that would be fantastic. But great stuff from those two. Let's kind of get a little bit more into the game. Earlier today, I said my 3 keys to the game. My 3 keys, I'm going to keep playing on that all year, so if you don't like it, too bad. Zed Key was a key to the game. Zed Key did a lot of stuff. I don't think that it's going to show up on the stat sheet, but he finished with 11 points. He only had 1 block, but for sure he changed 3 or 4 shots in the paint that resulted in misses and rebounds. He had 3 assists, only 3 rebounds. That is misleading in my opinion because we lost the rebounding battle, but he was also important in boxing out Nicholson, who only had 3 rebounds. He also helped box out the other big fella who only had 2 rebounds. The guards did a lot of damage, and Martinelli did a lot of damage on the board. So Zedke did a great job boxing out tonight. So that was a key for the game. Pressure the guards of Northwestern. You could say that Dayton did a great job pressuring the guards in the second half. I don't have the turnovers from half to half. I believe at the end of the first half, Northwestern had 8 turnovers. They ended up with 16. That resulted in 20 points off turnovers. So shout out to Cheeks, Posh Alexander, Malachi Smith, Javon Bennett. Jacob Connors was playing great defense in the press. Nate Santos was a lot of great defensive efforts late in the second half. Up until a certain point there, guys, I got to tell you, I was not loving the defensive effort from the Dayton Flyers tonight, and I think we have a lot of evidence why. But there was a point in the second half. It was, I would say, Dayton went on a. Let me get my notes here. Dayton went on a 13-1 run of their own in the second half. That's when they tied it 52-52. There was 7 minutes and 44 seconds left when that score was 52-52. After that point, Dayton obviously outscored Northwestern, 19-14. That's when the defense really, really shifted. That second half, about 7:45 left to go, and everything changed. Dayton turned up the pressure, the ball pressure on inbounds, everything. Incredible effort in the second half. Tyler Myers, 29-10 overall run. Excellent stuff from Dayton. Enoch Cheeks gets the big steal at almost half court, finishes with a big dunk. Dayton goes up 54-52. I thought after that point, I don't believe Dayton relinquished the lead, and just great basketball down the stretch. A couple turnovers here, a couple missed free throws. Yeah, stuff you can clean up and get better at. But to come back from the way they were playing in that first half, the way they were shooting the ball, it was a struggle. 32-24 at half. To come back and play that well down the stretch, to get Enoch Cheeks to close this game out. Malachi Smith got him to the almost the finish line, and then Enoch Cheeks pushes these guys over the finish line. Dayton ends up shooting 38% from the three-point line. They got a little bit hotter in the second half. Nate Santos knocked down some shots. On offense, guys, it still gets stagnant a little bit. I think that still has to improve because it was not a perfect game. Northwestern, that's a great win. But there's still things that we can build on from here. A little bit less stagnant in that first half. I know guys are going to sag off our guards. Cheeks has to knock down threes like he did tonight. Malachi Smith has to knock down threes like he did tonight. Javon Bennett is going to keep getting more and more respect the way he shot the ball. He had a massive three. They ran kind of a picket fence type play at the top there where he was able to knock down a three and stretch the lead out to 5. Great drawn up play by AG. Guys, first half, second half, in terms of coaching, in my opinion, was night and day difference. I think AG and the guys really turned it on in the second half, and they pulled all the right strings to get the Flyers a huge win. Quick shout out to Jenna. Good win, Flyers. It really was. It was a fun second half. Kind of jealous I didn't get to go because the arena was rocking tonight. My mom and my dad went, but I wanted to be on to do the show afterward, so I got some pictures from them. Absolutely fantastic job from the Flyer faithful tonight. Rocking. Saw a couple pictures from up in the zoo area. Great job, everybody. Love seeing all that stuff from the arena tonight. Next on the agenda, for me, there was no, in my opinion, when they got down 13-14, I thought, okay, Northwestern came out, they punched them in the mouth. Let's see how these guys recover. I didn't know if they'd be able to come back and win the game, but I wanted to see how they reacted to being down like this. And the response, I don't know what it is, but last season when Dayton got down big, they always had a great response. And now this year, it seems like maybe the team is in the same boat. Get down, and then you see them that next gear comes out for Dayton, and it really turns on. And that happened again tonight. So maybe that is a calling card of AG's teams, but we can't get down like that against a North Carolina, a Marquette. some of those teams. We've got to correct some of that stuff earlier. Quick in here, could not see the game, but seeing the stats, Posh was non-existent. What was up with him from flying high? I don't want to overreact to the Posh Alexander stuff too early, but it doesn't seem like he's in the flow of the offense. It seems like he's taking his time to get, he's not going out and over pressing to get the ball. I thought he had a good defensive second half. Again, offensively, 0 for 2, 0 for 1 from the three-point line. He had an assist, a rebound, a block. He definitely was part of the pressure in the second half when he was playing those minutes, swapping in and out offense, defense with Malley. I'm not sure what we're missing with him. He's never been a incredible offensive player, but he's able to get you 10 to 12 points a game throughout his career, and we haven't seen that yet. I think he's kind of buying his time, waiting to get into his spots. I thought he was effective in his role tonight. I thought he played his role well, but we're going to need a little bit more from him, in my opinion, going forward. Again, got to take into account Malachi Smith is playing extremely well these first 2 games. So the need for Posh Alexander hasn't been as high yet. So next, Posh was holding his own. It's just other players were having a moment all at once. Yeah, no, and that's a great point. Other guys were stepping up and doing everything possible to win this game. So Posh was not as needed. That's well said. Kind of what I hinted at there. Next guy I want to talk about, Javon Bennett. Javon Bennett, 3 of 7 tonight, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 steals, 8 points, had the big 3 that we mentioned. Guys, I like Javon Bennett a lot. I like Javon Bennett a lot. But we've got to work harder on defense of not getting him stuck on an island. I know he's a good on-ball defender, but at points in the game, he is undersized against a guy like Martinelli. Martinelli was playing mismatches so hard and looking for all that stuff that we've got to do a better job of not getting put into bad spots defensively. Martinelli, again, let's talk about him. 32 points, 14 rebounds. He did have 6 turnovers, which helped a ton. 3 of 3 from the three-point line. This kid is a offensive machine. And, the game plan worked. Let Martinelli go off and slow down everybody else. It was giving me a heart pains watching him get all these switches, get these mismatches, and get into these easy spots. It was not helping my health at all. But AG and the staff knew what they were doing. They knew they didn't want to overcommit to him and leave shooters wide open. I will commend them for that. But damn, that guy is a hell of a basketball player and somebody who is – I thought he was fun to watch. I thought his inside game, his outside game, he had a little bit of everything, and I was really impressed with his game tonight. I don't want to see that guy again. The guy is talented. I believe I don't have the exact numbers. I'm not great with the Ken Palm, but I believe Northwestern was 30 in the mid 30s, I believe. So great win in terms of building an early resume. Northwestern was picked 16 of 18 in the Big Ten. That seems a little bit low for me after watching them play. I know they were missing one of their guys, but this is a good Northwestern team. That's a good Ken Palm win, good resume starter. A lot of room in this schedule to pick up even more wins. Quick message here from Flying High. Good to know. Thanks for the input. Looking forward to seeing him do well once he gets settled in. Again, it's a new team. We're trying to establish roles early in the season. We've got to figure out where he's going to be able to fit in and play his role. And tonight, again, this is about Posh Alexander. Good for Posh doing what he needed to do to help this team win. Quick comment from RC here. Great comeback. This is how they gel and grow as a team. Really well said, RC. We went back and forth a little bit throughout the game. And, yeah, this is the kind of win that brings you even closer. Great gift for Nate Santos' birthday. Again, I forgot to mention Nate Santos, happy birthday. 16 points on your birthday. Came alive a little bit in the second half and really helped Dayton's offense get going early in that second half. Thank you, RC, for tuning in tonight. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate every single one of you who listens and chimes in on the show. Again, Dayton beats Northwestern 71-66. Guys, if you look at the box score, obviously box score watching isn't the end all be all, but Northwestern had 2 guys in double digits. Dayton ends up with 4. Javon Bennett had 8 points, so he's right on the cusp of having a double digit performance. Santos, Cheeks, those are going to be the guys on offense. If we're going to be honest going forward, those are the guys we're going to have to rely on. They're going to be big shot takers, hopefully big shot makers. Santos and Cheeks. Bennett was able to hit a big shot. So timely shooting was key tonight. That was huge, huge, huge in the second half. Malachi Smith is going to be a floor setter. Posh is going to be a floor setter. Zed Key's a guy who can get you 10 to 12 like we've seen to start the year. Let's talk about the 2 freshmen, because there were points in the game tonight where Hamad Musa comes in the game, and you know what? He wants to get shots up, and I'm not against that. I understand that he's a highly touted freshman who is a very talented player, but in a close game like this, it's hard to play a guy who is not ready on the defensive end. He's got the size, he's got the length, he's got ability to be a potentially a good defender down the line, but you know, you got to if you're going to take some tough shots, you've got to be able to pick it up on the other end. If you don't make those shots, he had a nice looking 3. I think he passed up a good look that he had for 3, and then he had the turnover on the baseline where he's just still a little weak, and that's going to take time. I hope he doesn't get discouraged by this kind of stuff. I hope he is, I hope there's people in his ear, like Coach Greer. I hope there's guys in his ear that are telling him, hey, this is going to be you down the line next at the end, after December. This could be you getting these minutes and helping the team on the floor a little bit more. Next guy we're going to talk about, Emil Latang. I know I'm going to keep hammering this, but you got a guy who's potentially an NBA player. And tonight we didn't get to see a lot of his, him stretch the floor doing. We saw him take a 3, which I like. He needs to take 1 to 2 threes a game. He was 1 for 4 from the field. He had a nice little bucket off a pass from Posh. 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm going to highlight his passing. His passing led to 2 layups, 4 points at least. This kid is a good passer. I like the way that we enter the ball to him, and then we have cuts off of his post-ups, and he is good enough to see that. That's something that's going to translate to the next level. His size is going to translate to the next level. He moves very well. He is a unicorn-type player. It's just when you're in these close games against an experienced team, a guy like Zed Key is going to get more minutes and be more effective in these scenarios. But we've got to get Emil Latang in these moments to get him ready, because he's a guy who is going to take over next year, and he's going to be the starting center, and he's going to be probably one of the best players in the A-10 next year if everything continues to develop and goes down the way I see it going for him. So another guy who I thought had a very solid game. And then last guy I want to talk about, and we're going to move on from the game tonight. Jacob Connor is a basketball player. He is a guy that you could put on the court, and he's going to do things that don't go noticed. He's going to do things that help you win. Jacob Connor is a good, solid basketball player. Tonight, it's not going to show up. 3 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 rebound. But he was able to guard his man with little to no, he was able to keep everybody in front of him. He's able to help on the press with his size and his ability. And then also he's able to help break pressure because he spent so much time at Marshall with the ball in his hand. He is a great addition from this staff. Jacob Connor, thank you for coming home. It's been really fun to watch you play. It's not massive minutes. It's not a crazy big role, but he's crushing it in his role, and that's what it takes to win games. Huge shout out to Jacob Connor. Great game tonight, guys. Dayton wins 71-66. Awesome stuff. If you guys listen to the audio version, please leave a review. I appreciate everybody who watches. This has been Flying with Doug. Go Flyers, and we will see you again next time as we take on Ball State on the 13th. Cannot wait. Cannot wait, guys. Great win. I am out. Thank you to everybody who watched tonight. Live viewers, love it. 237 of you guys. Means a lot to me. See ya.